go in the world, one airline goes further to make it feel exceptional. Qatar Airways, going places together.
Welcome everybody to the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour.
Inside the water, like everybody want to win. It's gonna be a good show.
We now have like the best showcase.
I'm here to win.
For me, freestyle is everything in my life.
Pressure is a privilege, brings out the best in us.
The level can fully be shown when the conditions are perfect.
It's time to show it.
Let's get it.
Who are going to be our new world champions? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day number 4 here of the Fuwairit Qatar Airways GKA Freestyle-Kite World Tour. What a location that we have here for this event. I'm Josie Ashland. Joining me here in the booth, we have coming all the way from Mauritius, Willow River-Tonkins. Willow, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Joe. It's great to be a part of the team. Great to be here at Qatar. It's a wonderful event, beautiful weather, good wind today. It's looking exciting.
Yeah, it is. We've been here nice, bright and early. I tell you what, the sunrise is coming up. We can see the gold coming through the screen as the wind is on. The lagoon is nice and full. Athletes are getting ready. This is looking like it's going to be a full day of action here at Freestyle.
It's looking good. It's looking good. We've already seen some amazing days on the water. And yeah, coming towards the last days, it's very exciting times, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. So just to kind of have a little recap, we've made our way through to the quarterfinals of the men. We have the last quarterfinal of the men, which will be going out on the water as soon as we have the action out there. And we have made it all the way through to the final of the women. Willow, you've been on the beach for the last few days, and I tell you what, the action was looking really good. A little bit on the lighter side, but the guys and the girls adapting to the conditions. This is what the GKA is about, and really be able to throw down.
It's been amazing, being down at the beach, watching the action live, it's been just so amazing to be a part of it. And, seeing different kinds of tricks coming out with this new format, combinations, once I turned my back when I thought someone was done, and next thing 4 handle passes later on the same line, these guys are getting creative, they're coming up with new things, new tricks, and it's just so exciting to see more development and just variety in the freestyle world. So it's great to be here and great to see this action. And I think today with the finals, we're going to see some crazy things coming.
Absolutely. Yeah. Innovation is the word. Quality versus quantity is what we want to see. So before we go out onto the beach and start the action, let's have a look at the recap, the highlight video of day number 2 here at the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. Welcome to the live stream booth, everybody. Day number 2 over here at the Fuwairit Kite Beach Resort. Yesterday, our riders went out. They had a little training session, and the conditions today are looking really good. Let's not forget there has been a new format change for the freestyle this season. And to give us all the details on that, we're going to talk to head judge Alvaro Nieva.
We're testing out the new freestyle format. This format is basically to give to a variety score at the end of the heat, and really reward what's variety is about. Because at the moment, the last 10-15 years, we haven't seen much innovation into the discipline. and we saw like how guys were getting injured, so we really want to do and seeing outside on the box and what else can be done and improve in all the categories. Main reason why we needed to change the format is because we felt a demand not only from the riders, also from the industry, but also for the general show, that they need to see something new and something that engages more with the general public, and eventually that will also reduce the injuries. It will be more fun to compete and see other aspects of kiteboarding hasn't been explored before into this new discipline. So new times, exciting times, can't wait to see more action.
The action began at the men's quarterfinal stage with a compact fleet ready for competition. The format changes had an immediate impact as riders tried to adapt and hit 4 different trick families for a maximum variety score of 7 points. A standout performer was Mauritian Luca Pitot, who was making a comeback after 18 months off the tour. Winning the first heat with the highest score of the day, he pushed the 4-time world champion Carlos Mario into second, but both riders advanced to the semis.
I think the new format is good because you approach your heat differently, you want to do different tricks. It encourages you to do combos or toe side tricks or switch or rewinds or what so not. I think the variety score as a whole is really good because we'll see new stuff and different tricks. There's still some work to do on it, but all in all, it's a good thing.
The men's competition was put on hold during the last quarterfinal heat, which featured our current world champion Gianmaria Coccoluto and remains to be finished. Manuel Suarez, Karim Mahmoud, Juan and Valentin Rodriguez had already advanced to the semifinals. A sandstorm brought strengthening winds in the afternoon, and the women took to the water for their semi-final heats. Despite the challenging conditions, the riders put in their all to reach the final. Swede Natalie Lambrecht finished with the highest heat score of the day, landing tricks from 4 different families. Brazilian Bruna Kagia followed her through to the final in second place, claiming the women's highest trick score of the day for her stomped KGB. In the second semi-final, Michaeli Sol and Claudia Leon dominated and also move on to the final. Thursday will be day 3 of the event, with light winds expected, but Friday is forecast to have stronger northerly winds for an exciting finale.
And welcome back, everybody. If you are just joining us, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are tuning into. This is day number 4 here for the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. And we had just checked out the highlight from that day number 2. It's really good to see, Willow, the innovation out there. You know, we saw Luca Pitot there with the combos. We saw Natalie and Bruno already throwing down. Let's not forget we were in the quarterfinals of the men, where we have one more quarterfinal left, which is what's going to go out on the water as soon as we start. And then we have the grand finale, the big one of the women. Non-stop action here in Qatar.
No, it's exciting. This day is going to be one for the books, definitely. Obviously, also proud to see my local boy from Mauritius, Luca Pitot, having one of the highest scoring heats on the first day of competition. So very exciting for him. And but he's definitely got some competition up his sleeve, because there's quite a few guys out there getting ready to battle it out on the water today. As we can see, there's one guy already heading out, and it's going to be a very exciting day coming up.
Yeah, I mean, here in the booth, we are privileged because literally behind the screen that you see us on right here, we have a big window and we can see the whole competition, that little golden glow coming through. Tell you what, a coffee nice and early this morning, 5 a.m. start, but we are ready to rumble. So talking about rumbling, talking about a bit of action, let's have a look at the quarterfinal graphics here of what has happened and what is to come. So there we can see this was a quarterfinal heat number 1, where we had your boy Luca Pitot taking out and getting first position in this heat. Let's not forget the top 2 riders from each quarterfinal move on to the semis. So Luca Pitot and Carlos Mario Beber were the 2 riders that went through that. Unfortunately, Peyo Cremas and Rashid Al-Falassi didn't quite make the points to be able to continue. And then we had the man who won 3 competitions last year, runner-up. We have Manuel Suarez, who looks like he is in top form. And then Karim Mahmoud, or Kimo as we know him, coming from Egypt. Great to see him back back from injury. Unfortunately, the youngster Finn Flugel and Mohamed Al-Mansouri didn't quite get it together to be able to continue on in the competition. But hey, you know, there is more competitions to go. This is the opener, the starter of the tour. Now let's move over. We can see heat number 3, which was the last heat of the day. We saw Juan Rodriguez from Colombia, one of my favorites. For me, the definition of Juan is hard work pays off.
100%, 100%.
He has the smile, he has the vibes, and he put in the hour. Valentin Rodriguez, great to see him in full form. It seems like he's getting back into the freestyle action, one of the most talented athletes we have out there.
100%, yeah, no, it's crazy. As you can see, he's just got recently sponsored by Red Bull, you know, so he's really taking it to the skies, putting on a massive show out here, and definitely one of those World Championship contenders since actually already a couple years now already, and being one of the young guns, definitely keeping the old dogs, keeping them up and getting ready to put on a show for them. So.
Yeah, I can tell you, some of the veterans, they've got some bites on their heels. Watch out, boys. And then talking about some of the youngsters, Pedro Alexander coming all the way from Cumbuco. He rides together with the Juvenil Kite Cumbuco, which is an association that helps out the youngsters in Brazil. If you guys are going to Brazil and you have equipment, extra stuff that you want to go over and donate, get in contact with us. We can go forward. Then also we have Val Garat, who is going to be throwing down. He had a big one out there in Brazil, been training for the last couple of months, looking on full form. El Papito, El Tigre. We have Posito Martinez, who always puts in a surprise, a very powerful style. Like most of the Dominicans, they always have that fire. And then the man at the moment, the numero uno, the toro, as we call him, Gianmaria Coccoluto. Tell me about that guy.
Oof, yeah, he's a dangerous one on the water. He can throw down some massive tricks, and you know he's putting on an absolute massive performance. So we have no doubts we're going to see some big things coming from him today. You know, it's his first heat at this competition. It's the last heat of the quarterfinals today. So you know, he's going for it. He's going for the win. He's got nothing else on his mind, I'm sure. And we're about to see some crazy action.
Yeah, I had a little chat to Gianmaria yesterday, and he said he's even more motivated now that he has the title. He said 3 or 5 in a row, but I tell you what, there's a lot of athletes that are going to give him a run for their money. Looking in the eyes, you can see the fire, the fuego, as we say over here. But to say a little bit more about the fuego and to see what is happening down there on the beach, we're going to go with our beach commentator, Liam Dreg. How is it down there, mate? Looking nice and golden over there. Looks like the wind is about to start.
Okay, cheers, Joe and Willow. Thank you very, very much. Look, boys, it's lovely down here on the beach here on this beautiful morning in Qatar, and the northerly winds have definitely come through. I don't know why I'm quite in a t-shirt actually, because it's definitely a little bit colder than it looks, but the previous days we've had that southerly sort of offshore breeze at this spot, slightly gusty conditions, but we have been able to run competition. However, today we did see on the forecast the beautiful northerlies, the more dense and stronger wind is kicking in. A little bit light at the moment. I've just got a few of the kites behind me now, and we've got 14s, we've got 13s. The odd cheeky 11 there is also rigged up, because when that northerly does kick it, boy, does she have a punch. So looking forward to seeing what these riders can do. The skippers meeting and the briefing has taken place, so they're all got their headphones in, they're zoning into the action, and boy oh boy, it's been a day without competition yesterday, and they are raring to go. You can see our crew in the background over there, our lovely line stream booth where you boys are, and just before we get fully underway with the competition, we're going to head to a short commercial break.
All right, welcome back. Thank you very much, Liam. Great to see the action down there. I tell you what, you can tell that boy is from England because he's in a t-shirt, mate.
100%, definitely.
All right, so as he said, we can see some of the athletes are already getting ready. I'm seeing 13s, 14s, and 15-meter kites being pumped up. The forecast is that we're going to have a period of wind during the morning, and then obviously we have to wait for the tide to come back, and then we'll have a period of wind in the afternoon. So hopefully we'll be able to start to get going on the water. So while we're here, let's go and have a little look at the action and have a little view at the beach, as we are going to be starting off with the last quarterfinal of the competition. apagas, por favor? All right, well, there we can see, Willow, the golden view. These will be the players going out in the water. We are going to have Pedro Alexander, the youngster from Brazil. Who's that second athlete?
Valentin Garat, you know, he's one of the Frenchies, part of the French team. He is an absolute weapon out on the water. He spends a lot of time in Mauritius. And then next up, we have Posito Martinez from the Dominican Republic, the absolute powerhouse, just like you were saying, Joe. And then, come on, explain us who the man on the right is.
The last man, our current freestyle world champion, Gianmaria Coccoluto, coming out of Italy. El Toro, as he's named, and he had some of the biggest freestyle heats. He had that famous heat back in Brazil, that quarterfinal where he got a 38.74. Out of 40 points.
That's just wild.
It don't get much better. And what I want to see is we haven't seen him on the water in competition yet. Let's not forget, this is the season opener here in the Fuwairit Kite Beach Resort for the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour. And we want to see the action out there on the water. Gianmaria Coccoluto normally opens up with a front blind mode. He's been doing that all last season. Is he going to mix it up this year? Is he not? Is he on full form? Is he not? There's so many questions to be answered. I just want to see some action out there on the water.
100%. It's definitely going to be exciting. So it's definitely going to be exciting, you know, with Gianmaria opening it up. We're going to see some exciting moves. Let's see if he opens up with that front blind mode as usual. But with the new change of format and stuff, we might start seeing something different from these boys.
Yeah, you never know, you never know. Let's, talking a little bit about the format there. As of this season, there is a new introduction of a variety score. What is variety? It's basically that an athlete does a little bit of everything. You've got to be jack of all trades
100%.
out here. Talking about the man himself, Gianmaria Coccoluto here, front and center out there on the water. So going back to the system, what it is that athletes have different families to be able to perform certain amount of moves. You have the hillside family that has 4 subcategory families. You have the toe side family, the rewind family, the combos, and the kite loop. So athletes, if they touch 4 different families, they get 7 points of variety. If they only touch 3 different families, they get 4 points, so on and so forth. So basically, the easiest way to get that 7 point of variety is for them to do 3 hillside tricks, which is kind of what they've been doing all kind of the history of the last couple of years of the tour, and touch one of those new families of the toe sides, the rewinds, the combos, or the kite loop handle passes. Strategy is involved. We're seeing new moves. What we are looking for is quality over quantity, and what better place to do it than the place we have here. Look at this location. We're here for the Fuwairit Kite Beach Resort. This is a kiting paradise.
Oh, it's amazing, to be down here at this beach, it was literally built for kite surfing, and to be a part of it, to be here, it's just amazing. And, it's one of the first places I've seen or I've traveled to around the world where literally the whole hotel is based around kiteboarding. And, to spend time here together as we're all kiteboarders, we're all ocean lovers, to be together at this place is just amazing.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I mean, one of the things I can definitely say about this place, it is colorful on and off the water.
100%. Everywhere you go, there's pictures and paintings of kiteboarding. Here we go again, Gianmaria in front of us getting ready, training, and looks like he's warming up his arms, warming up his legs, feeling the wind out there. So clean and easy as usual with Gianmaria. Looks like he's actually going for some combos, it seems, as well.
Yeah, a nice little back row 5 into a back roll there. I reckon he's just, as Mr. Angelou would say, getting loosey-goosey, getting a little groove on, getting the pistons flying, getting the jet fuel to go through the veins. One of the things with Gianmaria, he is probably one of the most laid-back guys I know off the water. But as soon as it gets to in between those buzzer, it is all business and no play.
Yeah, 100%. I've been spending some time with him over the last couple of days. These boys are so competitive. We haven't had too much wind yesterday. We had a lay day. But, you go play paddle. These guys only have winning in their mind. If you go play pool table, these guys only have winning in their mind. So they have just such a competitive mindset. It's amazing to see, amazing to be around, to feel their presence. You just feel that eager to win. And, just being around them is just absolutely amazing. So, yeah, as we can see in front of us, again, a nice view of the hotel where we've been staying at the last couple of days. Don't forget that we'll be back here at the end of this year for the final finale of the GKA Kite World Tour, where we will be crowning our world champions. So we got a very exciting year coming up with stops all around the planet. These boys and ladies are training harder than ever. We have so many world contenders getting ready for this competition, so it's definitely going to be a great year. I can't wait to see how it goes. Here again, pictured in front of us, we have none but himself, Coccoluto, getting warmed up. I can see out the window, we got a few people on the water getting ready. I see Pedro Alexandre warming up. Obviously, he's one of the young guns here on the tour, very lightweight, so we'll see some interesting stuff from him for sure. He's competing against the big dogs, but, you know, he's right new. He's new in this competition, and, you know, just amazing to see the older guys like Carlos Mario just, you know, mentoring him and showing them the ways. You know, the Brazilian team's a very strong team. They've come together to multiple events, you know, and to see them mentoring each other and helping each other, especially with young Pedro, it's just amazing.
I know it is, and I mean, that's one of the things I really love about the Brazilian riders. They are an absolute family. Information in from the beach, mate. Drum roll. Drum roll! 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to be starting the quarterfinals of the men's competition. So let's have a little look one more time, guys, at the graphic of the heat to come. Let's not forget we have the riders getting ready. Let's have a little look, see who those riders are going to be. There they are, Pedro Alexandre coming all the way from Cumbuco, Valentin Garrard out of France, Posito Martinez coming out of the Dominican Republic, and your current number one, we have Gianmaria Coccoluto. That is the run-up. Those are the gladiators. This is our Colosseum. Let's get ready to rumble.
Oof, oof, oof. Exciting times, exciting times.
So Val Garrard, in the end, last year came in 14th position. So he is one of the top riders. Posito Martinez was 10th last year. Gianmaria Coccoluto obviously was our numero uno. And then Pedro Alexandre, it was the first time he competed over there in Brazil and impressed a lot of the judges. There you can see the sun is right in front of us. Look at Gianmaria. He's even got a golden glow over him. He looks like he's going to be going for that gold medal, mate.
Oh, 100%. As you can see, he's ready to rumble. The heat is going to be starting very, very soon. I can check out the window. Everyone's getting on the water. Val Garrard's putting on his boots. Posito Martinez is getting out onto the water right now. And like Joe said, the sun's coming up. It just rised around 30 minutes ago. Golden glow's out there, and the boys are ready to put on a show for us. So I'm very excited to get things going.
Yeah, let's not forget Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. This is where we are. This is what it is. The event opener, the season opener over here in Qatar. And let's not forget, we close the season off here as well. So it is a starter and it is a finisher. I'm telling you what, first course and dessert doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, yeah, 100%, Joe. It's amazing. And it's going to be one exciting year, that's for sure.
Yeah, so in a 1 minute time, we are going to have that red flag is going to be hitting the sky, meaning that we will have 3 minutes for the guys to get loose, to get wild, and to get down. As there we can see on your screen, that is Gianmaria Coccoluto. So the order of jumps out there on the water are going to be, we are going to be seeing jumping first is going to be the youngster, Pedro Alexandre. That man there is going to be the first athlete to jump. After that, we will have Val Garrard. After Val, Posito Martinez, the crazy fly, crazy man. And then we have Gianmaria Coccoluto. So those are the riders. That's going to be the order. And we can see just them starting to get and loosen up. There we can see he's been, someone's been reading the rule book and touching up the old variety score there. You can see.
I know, it's going to be exciting. As we saw Pedro just in front of us on the screen, pulling off some combinations, getting into that groove out on the water to be ready for that variety score. Looks like that's the buzzer.
Yeah, there it is. That is the buzzer, meaning that it is a red flag. We are getting ready. Everybody, if you are not next to your sofa, if you are not starting to stand up, it is time to go. Red flag is in the sky. Day number 4 here in Qatar.
Exciting, exciting. Couple minutes left and we're going to be out on the water and ready for action. I can see Val Garrard's just hit the ocean right now, just passing through the screen. Gianmaria currently on the screen right now at the back. As we said, they're getting warmed up. They're getting ready for the first heat of the day. Sunrise was only 30 minutes ago, so we had a very, very early start this morning. But I'm very excited to get this underway. But here we got Gianmaria coming in hot towards the beach. Looks like he's getting ready for a little warm-up. Oh, there we go. Just a little front roll, getting that ready for that front blind mob. I see. Are we going to see it again for the start of the heat? I really wonder.
I reckon we are. I'm going to say it. Let's see, if we're going to hope he's going to be pulling off another 38-point heat. His front blind mob in that big heat in Brazil was a 6.93. That's the score. Are we going to see something bigger? Is he on top form? Is he relaxing a little bit? Let's see, because let's not forget they've had about 2 months off. They've had 2 months training. So, yeah, it's great to see everybody here. We can see our safety crew making sure that all our riders are A-OK out there in the water. All of the guys here from the Fuwairit Kite Beach Resort putting in the hours. But now it is getting close to go. Our first athlete will be Pedro Alexander. And there we can see the Tiger, El Tigre. Posito Martinez also starting to get up. I reckon he's probably got a little bit of bachata going on there.
Yeah, I know. As we can see him just on the screen here, as you can see, he's just a big guy. He's full of power, so strong. He's always on the biggest kites. He's got a lot of power. He's the Dominican powerhouse and also an all-time competitor. So, he's got competition in his mind. He knows what he has to do out on the water there. And I'm sure he's going to give not only Coccoluto, but the rest of the athletes here today a run for their money. So, as we can see pictured here, we got Fuwairit on screen. Looks like he's just hit the water. He put on his boots a few minutes ago, and he's getting ready to hit the water and get this heat going.
Yeah, getting ready to go. Allez la France, allez la bleu, as they would say back home. So, yeah, really good to see all of the athletes here. We can see the Qatar flag high and in the sky as we are going, as we start off with this heat. Just about a minute to go, as I can see that yellow flag already in the sky, just out of the corner of our eye. So let's continue, let's go, as we will be starting off day number 4. There it is. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Un minuto.
Ooh, first heat of the day. Very exciting times. We're going to probably be able to run quite a few heats as the conditions are looking great today. The tide is higher than ever, so we got plenty of water for the athletes out there. We got some wind. Obviously, they're still on big kites. I see 13 meters. Well, here pictured right in front of us, I can see out the window Pedro Alexander, who's right now on screen, is actually riding an 8 meter, where it looks like Posito and Gianmaria Coccoluto are on 13s, if not even 14s. So, as you can see, this guy, Pedro Alexander, is a very young guy. He's a very lightweight rider. And right now on screen, we got Fuwairit, who's looking very powered. Looks like he's on a 13 meter, if I'm not mistaken. So looks like the big boys are out on bigger kites looking for that extra power. Right, again, we want to see some big tricks. We want to see different tricks. We want to see combination scores. And I think they're definitely going to have 1 or 2 things up their sleeve for us at this event. But here we go, the green buzzer. Pedro Alexander, the first one to hit the water today. Let's see what he's got for us. Right now on screen, heading out all the way from Brazil. Little young gun. Here we go.
All right, he's going left foot forward. Hinterberger 5, but under the sea and having a little swim in the mermaids there on that one.
Yeah, he's starting it hot. Here's a replay. Nice Hinterberger 5. Remember, this is a very small dude. He's very young. He's got a lot a big future ahead, and he's got a lot to still learn. But here we go. That was his first trick of the day, and we're just getting started.
We are just getting started. I tell you what, the jumper is off. The hoodie has been released as that sun is coming through the window. There we can see Fuwairit there. We're going to get a replay of that move, as that last one from Fuwairit looking like it was a front blind mob, as I have the information here on the screen. So we'll catch that right away. Next up is going to be Posito Martinez.
Ooh, here we go, the Dominican powerhouse. Let's see what he's got for us right now. He is coming towards us, right foot forward. Really interesting to see what he's going to go for. Is he going to go for a combination? What do you think?
Yeah, we're going to have to see. I don't think he's going to be going combo quite yet. You can see there's the power. All right, up and over. Oh, textbook heart attack, extension, speed, equal entry and exit. Just look at that. Really nice, right down to it. Spins it around, has that long extended arm style. Can't get much better.
Oh, and the picture perfect sunrise in the background. His kite was low. I checked from the window. I could see his kite almost touching the water. He had the slack. He had the power. He is going to be getting a great score for that one. But coming in the scores for Valentin's last trick, the front blind mob was a 4.97, followed by Posito Martinez' Heart Attack right now, which was a 5.50. But right now, world champion Gianmaria Coccoluto, what do you think? Front blind mob?
I'm going to call a front blind mob with a grab. This is definitely Gianmaria Coccoluto. Usually gets the old tail grab on this one. He's powered up. That kite is down. He is a right foot forward. Up and over. All right, yeah, he is. Go. And gets it tail all the way around, keeping it nice and easy. So let's not forget he got a 6.93 for the one in Brazil. Where's he going to be landing for this one? I'm going to say I think it was a bit smaller. Looks like he's playing it a little bit casual. Smooth operator out there on the water. But that is going to be the highest score so far. So it looks like our world champion on top form.
He's definitely on top form. As we saw, you know, he started with a front blind mob. I think that's one of his most consistent tricks. And he just knows, starting in off a heat, with a banger, with something that he knows so well, I think, you know, he's really feeling good. So next up, we're going to have Pedro Alexandre hitting the water as he's on screen right now. Here we go.
Yeah, the youngster, the Brazilian, he is doing very well so far. He has already... Not a bad move. Let's not forget he did have the crash to start off, but he's just getting used to it. I mean, Willow, you've been a competitor yourself. You know, it's when as soon as there's a wave out there, you rip it apart, mate. It is nervous moments when you hear that buzzer for the first heat of a competition.
It's so nerve-wracking, and, you know, especially I can imagine at such a young age like Pedro Alexandre, you know, when I've competed in the past. Oh, here we go. Pedro Alexandre in front of us right now on screen.
Nice. Yeah, S-Ben blind, not too bad.
But it looks like he's going for a combo. Oh, just not sticking the landing. But unfortunately, he was going for a combo there. So he definitely has that in his mind. But here we go. We got a replay right now coming up on screen. As you can see, really nicely extended. S-Ben to blind. Or even wraps the bar around him.
Yeah, nice little ole there. But now let's go back to the action. As I can see, Valgarat is about to go. Here we have Valgarat dropping in. He already has a front blind mob, and now he's going to be coming right at us, right foot forward again. Has a very nice KGB, this man. Has a very nice KGB 5. What is he going to be opening up with? Oh, mixing it up, toe side. Crow Mo, but unfortunately going down, didn't quite get the height, but great to see Val mixing it up. I haven't seen him be doing too many toe side maneuvers.
No, it's very nice. I think that's what they're trying to get into, that different trick in sub-families. You know, like we said, there's a couple different families. We have the heel side family, the toe side family, the rewinds, combos, and kite loops. So here on screen we have Posito Martinez. Let's see what he's going for, the Dominican powerhouse.
Oh, Hinterberger 5. Oh, just losing. It looks like he buckled his knee a little bit there, Willow.
Yeah, he just came down a little bit hot. I saw his kite was very low. Here we got a replay. Oof. Yeah, just too much on the front foot I saw over there.
Yeah, I really love the way Posito passes the bar. He's super extensive. You can see he really is pulling, wrapping, and grabbing the power around. Like you say, kite was in the sweet spot. Nice position. All right, number 2. Run number 2 out of 7 here for our current world champ, who is sitting in second position so far. Posito Martinez in first, but he has yet to produce his second trick. Gianmaria Coccoluto coming in. What are we going to see? What are we going to see?
Here we go, Gianmaria. Oh, backside. 315, 315, sorry.
315, yeah. 315 there, landed the blind. Good extension on the rail, he wraps it around. This is what I would love about Gianmaria, how he stomps blind. He does so many maneuvers that it looks, he makes it, he can be switching it to blind about 6 foot off of the water. Just stays there, cruises, gives a little say, hey, having a coffee and say hi to the camera. Stomps the landing, big move out there. He is doing the same repertoire as he did in Brazil. Didn't quite get the 7 that time, but it looks like he is still using that magic formula. At the moment, it looks like it's working for him. We are just waiting for confirmation. Yes, there it is. There is the confirmation, 6.60 for that backside 315 Gianmaria Coccoluto. And here we have the youngster going out there on the water.
Here we go, Pedro Alexandre on screen from Cumbuco, Brazil. Let's see what he's going to go for right now in front of us. Just not sticking the landing, unfortunately, on that one.
Yeah, he gets caught up on the landings. You can see not a bad move going for the double Hinterberger free. Actually got the pass, but then it looks like he caught it a little bit too front foot heavy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but as you can see that he's been training with Gianmaria. He has that, on that pop, you can see him pull down the kite, a very typical thing that Gianmaria does a lot when he's out on the water. He wants to bring that kite down, get that height, but still make sure the kite's low enough for the trick. But here we go, Valentin Garat from France coming in towards us. Let's see what he's going to pull off right now.
All right, so Val, here he goes. Up and over, KGB textbook. Looks like he's going to be trying a combo. Yes, he is. All right, KGB into switch slim. Let's not forget he passes from right to left and then pass from left to right. So trying to mix it up there with the combo. Unfortunately, not getting the landing. Nice maneuver there from Valgarat. There's that first back roll with a backside free. And here we have just waiting for Posito Martinez. Posito Martinez in frame. There he is. Starting to go. As he is currently in third position. Missed his last trick. He just goes like a bat out of hell, this boy.
Will we see him go for that that big one again? We'll see. Hopefully he manages to stick the landing. But here we go. Loading up.
Slim 5. Nice move there from Posito Martinez. Looks like he's gone almost all the way over to the other side of the lagoon. Looking a little bit flatter out there. Worked for him.
Definitely. Looks like he had a lot of power on that one. I think the riders are starting to find a bit more power out the backside there. But next up, none other but Gianmaria Coccoluto.
Yeah, Gianmaria. Usually he goes for a KGB 5 on this next move. This is where he started to hit the 9 points when he was in Brazil. Is he using the same formula? We were saying soon find out. He's gone 2 for 2, and now we have to wait to see if he is going to have the time, if he is going to have the option to go for it. Let's not forget each athlete has 30 seconds to perform their maneuver, and then they will be moving on to the next athlete. Gianmaria Coccoluto, your current world #1, racking himself up, getting the power, getting the groove, getting the vibe down here in Qatar. Third trick attempt for him.
Here we go. Looks like he's found some speed. Looking good out there. His kite's still low. So are we going to see that KGB 5 or... Here we go. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we are. There it is. Stale fish, KGB 5, but just got a bit of a butt check there on the landing. Let's have a look at the replay. As we can see, gets it, there's the stale fish in between the back feet with the backhand, but they're just a little bit too back foot heavy, meaning he pops out of that blind. That is going to cost him, as that is going to be a 2.90. Not what he was looking for, but still it does look like he is using the same heat sequence as he has been doing all year. Are we going to be seeing some new moves from him? Next up, Pedro Alexander. Come on, Pedro. Bora, 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 bora. Let's go.
Here we go, Pedro Alexander right on screen in front of us. The young gun, here we go. Are we going to see that? Espen just not making it once again. He's trying hard. These big boys in front of him, I'm sure, putting a bit of pressure in his mind, but I'm sure that's not going to stop this young gun out on the water today.
No, absolutely. It isn't going to stop him, but yet, unfortunately, there you can see going for that front rotation, too blind, just not being able to get the landing. Next up, Val Garat. All right, Val needs to start to do some damage control. He's had 2 misses on the last tricks, but if I know this man well, he is going to start to land some bangers. Val Garat coming in. All right, going for the backside 5. But missing the bar on that second rotation. That was looking nice as well. Unfortunately, not going to be one on the scoreboards. Keeps that horizontal, really using that horizontal axis, but just not getting that second pass, Willow.
Yeah, it almost looked like his leash got either stuck on his hook or stuck on his harness. So when he passed the bar, it just couldn't wrap around.
Yep.
So I think that's what just blocked him on that one, because he looked like he had it on there. But next up, Posito Martinez from the Dominican Republic, coming in hot, right foot forward again. What do you think we're going to see?
Oh, we're going to see something big with the amount of speed he's got. There we go. KGB textbook. I mean, that is about as textbook as it goes. Here you can see, going for that inverted back roll. Tweaks it up at the top so he falls down on that hillside. Pretty much doesn't even have to move. It just fluid flows you know, dotting the I's, crossing the T's all the way from the A to the Z. That is a very nice move there from the Dominican.
No, that was a good one. I'm sure he's going to be happy with that, as he hasn't crashed one yet. He's had a little bit of a butt check on his Heart Attack 5, I think, but looks like he's got a good score already for his first 4 tricks.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Willow, consistency is key. Not always the guys that are throwing the huge moves are the ones that are going to go through. Let's not forget, only 2 athletes will be making it in to the semi-finals. So as we continue on. All right, Gianmaria Coccoluto going for the Stealthfish KGB. This time not having the height. All right, so he's going to add it into a combo with a front 2 blind. So what he's done there, let's have a look. He's touched already 3 families on the heel sides, and he's just hit a combo, meaning he is going to add up and get the maximum points on the variety score. Intelligent move, because you could see he didn't quite get the move that he wanted to land, so then he's gone and added in a combo, crossed it off, got the tick, got the verification bag, and he's ready to go.
No, it's cool to see that they have so much control on the water. He didn't get the move he was looking for. As we said, he looks like he was going for a KGB 5, didn't get the height that he needed, but as soon as he landed, he popped it into a front blind. You know, and what else can we expect from a current freestyle world champion? You know, these guys have everything in their bag. They know all the tricks in the freestyle repertoire. And as you can see, they just pick whichever one out the bag that they need.
Yep, no, I mean, you know, these guys are the best of the best kiteboarders on the planet. All right, Pedro Alexander. Now we can see as that sun is starting to go a little bit higher in the sky, we're going to start to see some colors coming through on our screens as we were having to push it a little bit as it was starting to get dark. So I know the guys are going to be adjusting that very shortly. And we are going to be going a go, go, go. There we can see Pedro's father giving him some words, giving him some help. Here we have the young Brazilian. What has he got for us at the moment? Starts to need to get a groove on if he wants to have a chance out in this heat. He is currently in last position, but hey, such a young age already, you know, fighting it out with the big guns. Good. I take my hat off to him. All right, going for 3-1-5, landing that one. Looks like he's getting back into it, Willow.
Oh, no, that was awesome to see that he's got that 3-1-5 down. Consistency, landing, keeping it clean. As you can see, he has that style. He's got that finesse, just like all the other Brazilian riders, you know, that he's been training with. But I think now he's starting to get in those certain moves, getting it in, making sure he gets some scores onto the board. Still waiting for the score to come in for that last one. But next up, we'll have Valentin Gurat coming through.
Yeah, there we can see that is Gianmaria Coccoluto on our screen. Val Gurat is going to be the man who is going to be dropping in. There he is. Thank you. Val Gurat starting to get a groove on. He needs to start to get some moves if he wants to have a chance, as he is in 3rd position so far. All right, here we have him. Going toe side again, Willow. What's he going to go? Okay, Chromo. Nicely landed, and he hooks back in. So Chromo there for Val Gurat. Great move. Good move out there on the screen.
Looks like, yeah, he's trying to hit into those toe side categories, that toe side family. Remember, once again, that variety score can change everything. Once these riders have completed their 4 top scores, that variety score comes in at the end with a total of possibly 7 points. So depending on which trick family or sub-family they enter, that will determine their final variety score.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, strategy is an important part of competition. It really is. And it is great to see the athletes pushing it in. And now look at this guy. He always is full throttle. Posito Martinez going for the Hinterberger 5, but missing the bar. Let's have a little look at that one more time. That is going to be a crash for him. So here we can see up and over. Stretches it out, gets the back roll with a frontside 3, but just missed it. Frontside 5 to get that landing. All right, and next up is going to be Gianmaria Coccoluto. That is Val Gurat on our screen. Gianmaria Coccoluto on the left-hand side of the competition area. Starting to drop in, guys, as we are going to be catching him very shortly. And I can tell you we will be getting a replay of that one, as I just saw a Chromo 5 from Gianmaria Coccoluto. Javi, el campeón del mundo. Te has perdido el truco, porfa. Gianmaria Coccoluto. Ahora va el niño. Pedro Alexander, lo tienes a la izquierda de la competición. All right, so coming up next is going to be the youngster Pedro Alexander. We're just trying to see where he is. All right, he's all the way over on the yellow kite. Amarillo in the yellow kite. That is Gianmaria Coccoluto there, as we're just waiting for some info. I'm not sure if... Trying to find out because it looks like he's coming in. No, okay, so he isn't. So Pedro Alexander is coming next. Amarillo. Pedro Alexander, just waiting for him to jump. As we continue on. Next up will be Valentin Garat. We can see there that Pedro Alexander has missed his maneuver. So next up, we will have Val Garat. Val Garat is going to be coming up next from France. And it looks like he's getting ready out there, Willow.
Yeah, as we can see, he's coming through now to the right-hand side, right foot forward on the blue kite. Valentin Garat from France, training with the French team. He's been a long-time competitor. Here we go on screen. Valentin Garat coming through towards us right now. Let's see what he's got.
All right, going for hard attack. Just not quite getting the clean landing there. Looks like he got a little wibble and a wobble there on the inside as he was very close to the judge's tower. Next up, Posito Martinez. There we can see El Tigre. Look at the teeth. The fangs are out. Posito Martinez, as he is going to be going for his trick attempt number 6. And let's see what he has for us, Willow.
I wonder, it looks like he's quite far out at the back here. I think we're going to see him turn around, come towards us and go for that. I think it was a heart attack coming towards us that he just didn't get the landing on.
All right, so it looks like he's going to be going for something right foot forwards. Haven't seen too many moves from him this side. I wonder what he is going to be throwing down here. Trick attempt number 6. He's got to leave all the beans out there. All right, going for the backside 5. And look how he just held that landing. Those aren't legs, they're steel rods.
I know, it's amazing to see just how powerful he is. You know, he's landing so hard. He's got so much power. As you can see, he's not even pulling in the bar. He just wraps it around his back. He's just got that intense force behind him. So, no, yeah, it's been that's going to be coming in as a good score for him. He's going to be happy about that one. But next up, once again, world champion from last year, Gianmaria Coccoluto, right at the back on screen right now.
Yeah, Gianmaria Coccoluto. He is currently in first position, but he's not comfortably in first. He's got a 22.90, so let's not forget Luca Pitor the other day had a 27 point something, if my memory serves me well. So let's see how he is going to start to put the dot the I's, cross the T's, and get those numbers up. He's all the way on the right-hand side of the competition area. All right, Gianmaria Coccoluto dropping in. What's he got for us? Going for KGB to blind, landing very nicely. And let's see if in the replay, because usually he stale-fishes that one. Did he get the grab? Yes, he did. More a tap than a grab, playing it a little bit safer as he's missed that one a couple of times.
Now, yeah, as you can see, still managed to go for it. Managed to get that tap in. Definitely going to impress the judges because, you know, he's definitely knows what he can do out there on the water. And so we're going to see a big score coming in, I think, for that one. He's been trying it. That was his second attempt, I think, for that KGB 5. And, yeah, let's see what the scores come in for that one. But next up, we'll have Pedro Alexander once again on screen, the young gun, the young talent from this competition, the Brazilian team from Cumbuco. Let's see what he's got for us right now.
Yeah, I don't think this kid's even going to be considered a teammate. He's so young. Let's not forget, 14 years of age. This youngster is killing it. Getting himself involved in a quarterfinal of his second World Cup. He is going to be happy. And starting double Hinterberger 5. But he seems it's always on the landing where he kind of has a little bit of a fumble. But I think as soon as this kid starts to get some more competition experience, he's going to be another Brazilian ripper.
Oh, that's 100% for sure. As we've seen, you know, so many amazing Brazilians coming out of Brazil, obviously, with so much talent, so much power, so much, you know, elegance, and also so positive. You know, a lot of these kids come from, you know, quite different backgrounds, you know, from all different places, and, you know, to see them competing here on the World Tour and, you know, representing the country is just amazing. But next up, once again, Valentin Garat from France. Let's see what he's got for us right now. Coming in with speed, coming in hot, going left foot forward towards the sandbar at the back here. Now they'll see loading up that one. Looks like, oh, he was going for, oh no, he's lost his kite.
Oh, unfortunately, looks like his leash has released, going for that slim 7. He had the height, really nicely rotated around, just not quite able to grab onto that one. So Val Garat, unfortunately, kiteless out there. Oh, and looks like Pedro Alexander was trying to give him a hand and not being able to. Let's have a look and see as we can continue on, because now this is the final moves for both of them. Let's not forget, still the variety score is to be dropped in. So as it stands, we have Posito Martinez has one more chance to go into first place. He needs a big move, and talk about big, oh! Just loses it at the final part of that move with that 319, and I tell you what, that was power.
Oh, that was a massive one from Posito right there. As you could see, he just came in full power, full speed, and just not sticking the landing on that 319. But here we go, Gianmaria for this last trick attempt of the quarterfinals. Ooh, looking for a combo.
Oh, that's what I call going with it and going with the flow and making the most of a first mistake. Big Rayleigh, he was definitely going to be going for something there. Decided against it, using the combo option to go into a front blind mob or a late front rotation with a backside free. So he's going to be getting a combo score. So he's intelligent there, using the variety to his advantage. And as we stand at the moment, that means that so far it is Gianmaria Coccoluto in first, Posito Martinez in second, Val in third, and Pedro in fourth. But we are waiting for that variety score. And if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't look like there's going to be any changes. So, yep, that is official. Gianmaria Coccoluto is the winner of this quarterfinal. And in second position, Posito Martinez, and Gianmaria there with a very nice backside free grab to rewind frontside free, mixing it up. This is what we want to see as we continue on day number 4. Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. As we are going to be continuing on with the competition, and I tell you what, we are going to be going down to the beach very shortly. As I can see, we're going to be talking to the winner of that last heat. Who was that?
Well, none other but himself, Gianmaria Coccoluto, coming in hot in that last heat. He had an amazing score. I think it was around 32 points. So he's coming in hot for his first heat of the competition this event at the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. But like we said, we're going to have an interview with him very shortly at the beach with our boy Liam.
Yeah, no, it's been great to see the athletes out there on the water. I can see them getting ready. Already seen some big moves. Not as clean as we've normally seen the world champ, but everybody, you know, let's not forget they've had 2 months off, getting into the groove. It's the first time they've been riding this spot, so you know, you've got to get used to it. And let's not forget they've only had 1 coffee, mate.
Exactly, you know, they're still warming up out there. And but yeah, as we've already seen some big things from Gianmaria, I think we're going to see a couple more as we have the semi-finals coming up very soon. So it's looking very exciting.
It definitely is. And talking about exciting, let's get down to the beach, because I can see we have our current world champion #1, Gianmaria Coccoluto, is standing there with Liam Dredge.
Okay, Gianmaria, through to the next round. Obviously your first heat in the day, and it's an early start. How do you feel, and how does that change sort of your mentality? Any different to competing later on in the afternoon?
Well, after a long break, after Brazil, 2 months without kite, I was feeling a bit under stress here because with the world title I need to perform good, otherwise someone else will win on me. But the conditions are really good, it's flat water, good wind for 13. I did all my trick, so I'm really happy for my performance. So let's see in the next heat.
And with this new sort of system that we've got for 2023, we're obviously adding in different families, and you know that variety score can be a big factor in who goes through and who doesn't make it through. Just give us your thoughts on this new change in the freestyle format.
Well, I really like the new format because now we start to see some new tricks like toe side trick or rewind, mummy wrap. Yeah, I did some toe side trick and combo in my hit, so it's really fun to do it. It's nice to see something new in the comp for everyone, also from home. So looks promising, looks good.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I can be sure to tell you that it keeps the boys on their toes in the live stream booth because they don't know what's coming next, and obviously it's an absolute pleasure to watch you compete. We can't wait to see you in the next semi-final. A little bit of time now, so good luck, and we enjoy. Yeah, we're ready for the next one, guys.
Yes, we are definitely getting ready to rumble as we continue on, because you know what? Coming up next, we have the semi-final #1 out there on the water. We have Valentin Rodriguez, we have Pedro Posito Martinez, Luca Pito, and Manuel Suarez. Big guns, big machine guns, big bazookas out there on the water below.
Oh no, it's going to be an exciting heat. Like we said, Luca Pito had one of the highest scoring heats of the quarterfinals. So obviously, he's my boy from Mauritius. Let's see what he's got. But we got some big competition for him out there. Another Red Bull rider, Valentin Rodriguez. He is an absolute powerhouse out there on the water. He's got that finesse. He's got that style. And, you know, there's some other big names. Obviously, Posito Martinez. We just watched him now going huge. He had that 319 attempt. Just didn't stick the landing, but I can tell you what, that guy knows how to land that trick. So
yeah, absolutely. The Dominican Airlines, as we like to call him. No, he really does go all beans in. He doesn't leave anything. He's nothing but heart out there. And like you say, one of the things I really like about athletes is when they have that body language, when they don't need to say a word, they just talk with their body. And you can really see Posito, he leans forward, he has it, he has the power, he's grabbing the power of the kite, and he is, you know, all guns blazing. Sometimes you see athletes that are a little bit further back, they're a little bit on the back foot, playing it safe, and then as they kind of get their groove, as they kind of get into it, they continue moving forward. What is it going to be? Semi-final out there, first event of the season. This is the one, because let's not forget, this is the one that sets the ranking for this season to come, because in about a month's time, the beginning of March, we are going to be going to the second event of the season, which is going to be over there in Colombia.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, you know, with Juan Rodriguez coming from there, as I'm not mistaken, and Valentin Rodriguez, who's currently in this heat right now coming up. You know, the two local boys are definitely going to be ones that are going for the win there in Colombia, as you know, that's their home place, their home spot, you know, and so they got that home knowledge, and it's going to be a very exciting one.
It definitely is. Well, talking about exciting, it looks like we obviously have a break because obviously the two riders from the quarterfinals that are now in the semifinals, they need just, a little bit of a breather to be able to continue through. So we are going to go out onto the beach and let's start to see what is happening out there because we're getting close to going back into sequence for semi-final number 1 here of the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. Let's go and have a look at the action on the water.
Wherever you go in the world, one airline goes further to make it feel exceptional. Qatar Airways, going places together.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, so the red flag is in the sky. We have action, and that is the word. We got the hands are going, the drums are rolling. Let's go. Semi-final number 1 coming out on the water. And just dropping into the water, I can see out of our window here because we have front row seats, a couple of cold ones, and this would be perfect. Luca Pitor dropping in.
Oh, yeah, it's good to see my boy out there. Growing up with him on the beaches of Mauritius, it's just amazing to see him out here competing amongst the world's best. And he is, a great athlete himself. So I'm very excited to see the other day, 2 days ago, he was changing it up a lot in the water. He had 4 combination tricks, so it was very exciting to see him. He was also in the first heat of the day, so, he was the one one of the guys attempting all these new things, playing around, seeing what the judges think. So I wonder what he's going to be going out for out there. I know he did mention 1 or 2 things to me earlier, so
couple of little tricks up the sleeve, and yeah, let's not forget we are here at the beautiful location of Fuwairit Kite Beach Resort, and there are the players, there are the boys for this semi-final number 1. Willow, run me through these athletes.
So first up, Valentin Rodriguez from Colombia. Next up, Posito Martinez from Dominican Republic, who we just witnessed out on the water going for some massive tricks. And then let me introduce my boy Luca Pitot from France, Mauritius, followed by Manuel Suarez from Brazil.
Yeah, Manuel Suarez won 3 of the events last season. He was in the run. He was the main man for becoming world champion. But Gianmaria Coccoluto had made an upset for that one in the quarterfinals in Brazil and took away that dream. But I tell you what, dreams are made of hard work. And he has also now just changed to his new sponsor of F2, as we can see him out there on the water. So here we can see these are the 2 semi-finals. Valentin Rodriguez, Posito Martinez, Luca Pitot, Manuel Suarez is on the water coming up very shortly. And then we have Carlos Mario Bebe, the multiple-time world champion. Gary Mamuto Kimo coming out of Egypt. It was great to see him back from injury. Juan Rodriguez from Colombia. He is one of the favorites for this season as he has been coming up through the ranks. Multiple podiums last season, and he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. And none but not least, Gianmaria Coccoluto, the current world number 1, who we just saw down on the beach, and looks like he's got it a little looser now.
Oh no, he's definitely looking like he's getting groovy out there on the water. As you could hear in the interview, he is very excited with the new format of this event this year. He's going to be changing it up, as we saw a little combo, not quite the one he was looking for, but he is definitely getting a feel for it. But first up, coming in this heat, we'll be having Valentin Rodriguez. There is the buzzer. The green buzzer is on. Valentin Rodriguez on screen right now, stretching up his shoulders, stretching out his arms. We're going to see what he's going to do for his first trick attempt here at the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. Looks like he's going to go left foot forward out towards the sandbank out at the back there. Remember, these riders have 30 seconds to perform their tricks. But here we go, looking big. Oh my goodness, that was a big one.
That was a beauty of a back mo 5. Nice and late rotation. Got the height, wraps it around. You can see how he pops that hip to be able to get the slack in the lines. Bada bim, bada boom. Valentin Rodriguez out of the buzzer. Already starting off with a good move. Next up, Posito Martinez. We're just waiting for some scores on that one, but it looks like the judges are liking what they see, Willow.
No, that was a big one. You know, I was watching closely on that replay, and just to see how he passes the bar and then passes it again, just swapping hands mid-air to land that 5, that toe side. It was just a big one. So we're going to see, that looks like it's just come in as a 6.73 for that back mob 5 from Valentin Rodriguez. Next up, we're going to have Posito Martinez once again. Let's see what he's going for right here. Hard attack. Oh, nice big hard attack into a combo, into a back mob.
Oh, working it up and wrapping it around.
You could see a big smile on his face there. He's happy with that one. It looked like, here we go. We're going to have a replay of that one. I think it was, yeah, here we go. Loading it up. Nice and extended, passing the bar, landing clean. And as you can see, loads up straight into a back mob. Throwing that arm over, landing cleanly. I think he's going to be happy with that one. Straight off the bat, getting that combination score in. Let's see. Next up, we're going to have local boy from Mauritius, Luca Pitot from Mauritius and France. Currently waiting for his turn. I think waiting for the final results to come in from Posito Martinez for that last combo trick. Here we go from that combo from Posito Martinez, a 6.43. Definitely a good way to start off the heat, start off the score. But next up, Luca Pitot, he's got 30 seconds to perform his trick, and let's see what he's going to go for. Looking for that speed, finding that power. Looking pretty loaded out there, to be honest. Here we go.
Yeah, he ain't messing around. Oh! Double, 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 double here in the house, Luca Pitot. I tell you what, this boy is back in action.
Oh, no, it's amazing to see, you know. Here we go, a replay of that 317 that he just did right now. 1, 2, lands it cleanly. I'm sure he's going to be happy with that one. You know, he's been off for around 18 months. He hasn't been on the tour, so I think he's coming in back full force, fully loaded, and very excited to be back on this tour this year. Unfortunately, last year he was out due to having COVID in the beginning of the year, missing a couple of the events, and, you know, just really found home in Mauritius. And, you know, he's been living in France the last couple of years, so just being back at home, feeling the water, feeling the conditions, I think he really enjoyed it. But next up, none other but Manuel Suarez from Brazil, looking big on that double grab front blind mob. That was really high. See, he's on his new kite from F2. So we'll see what the scores come in for that one. But here we go. We got a replay. Looks like he's got a massive score coming his way, as that was a double grab, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that was a double grab. A little bit more of a 2 taps on the board, but still none other but Manuel Suarez coming in with a big score, I'm very sure. Here we go. We're going to have Valentin Rodriguez coming in next with his second trick attempt. Right on screen right now. As you could see, warming up those arms, getting ready. I think he's going to go for something big. Left foot forward, waiting for the scores to finalize for Manuel Suarez before he can attempt his next second trick attempt.
Yeah, Manuel, you can see after that last move, grabbing it twice and really wrapping it around, tweaking it out, putting in the double kudos and the extra shackers from the judges coming up soon. 6.73 for that last one. So next up, Valentin Rodriguez. So equal scores. So we have 2 first places with exactly the same. Let's see. Valentin looking very nice and in control so far. Looks like he's going to be going for right foot forward this time, though.
Yep, loading it up. Oh, just not getting that speed. Getting a little bit too close to the beach, it seems. but heading out left foot forward. He still has a couple seconds remaining. I'm pretty sure he must have 15 seconds or so left. I think we might see him turn around to come back this side, as he's got his trick in the mind, what he wants to do and what he wants to accomplish on this next attempt. This is only his second trick attempt, and once again, 4 out of the 7 tricks count. So we are going to see something coming up right now in front of us on screen. Valentin Rodriguez.
All right, going up and around. KGB7 landing it very nicely. I tell you what, I'm getting dizzy just by watching him. Will say it was a little higher. It looks like the wind has dropped off a little bit. He is out there on his his 13, I can see from here. Let's have a look at the replay. There he goes, gets it all around. Wraps it, you can see, drops the kite mid-move to be able to allow him to get that second pass. But I tell you what, that was as clean as a whistle.
Now, that was a big, clean one from Valentin Rodriguez right now. He is currently, from last year's, sitting at 8th place. So he finished 8th last year on the World Tour. I definitely think he's going to be one of those contenders for a world title this year. He's going to be chasing up Gianmaria and all those big guys this year. He's been hungry for this title since a couple years now. And yeah, next up we're going to have Pazito Martinez right now captured on screen, waiting for the scores to come in for that last KGB7 from Valentin Rodriguez coming from Colombia. Let's see what those final scores will be for his his second trick attempt.
Yeah, the judges are definitely liking what they see from the numbers that are coming up. It is going to be a big score, and that is why we have Pazito Martinez waiting there to see what is happening and if it is getting on, as he is just calm, cool, and collected. And I say it again, Mr. Smooth Operator in the house.
I can see right now outside of the window, I can see a massive smile on Valentin Rodriguez's face. I think he's very stoked on that last one. Happy with his first 2 tricks. Right again, we had a massive back mob 5 scoring 6.73 points, followed by that last KGB7 scoring a whopping 7.63. He's going to be happy with that one. But next up, Pazito Martinez coming from the Dominican Republic on his second trick attempt. Let's see what he's going for. Is he going for that 319? What do you think, Joe?
I'm not sure. He's got speed. I tell you what, let's see. He is pushing that lagoon. He's going to make the tide go down the amount of power he's coming in. All right, it looks like he is going a 4-3-1-7. A little bit of a butt check. You could see that bar was getting away from him slightly, not being able to keep it close to the hip. So that is going to be a butt checked move. It's probably going to be about half points, unfortunately. Pazito Martinez all the way around. You can see they're just having to save himself as we go on. What's up? Yeah, that, if there's a charger for that, I'm fine.
You can also try hotspot. It's very slow, but I have.
No, we need proper internet in here. Which is the code?
Let's see. Next up, we got Luca Pitot on the black and blue kite going left foot forward. Is he going for a combination? Hard attack into another pass. That was a very late one from Luca Pitot, but no, doesn't look like he's going for a combination score there, but that was definitely a big one from Luca. His kite was relatively high, but he managed to get that second pass in. It was quite late, but I think he's going to be happy with that one, getting that second pass in. We'll wait for the final scores to come in from that hard attack 5 from Mr. Luca Pitot there.
Mixing it up. It's just, it's all about, we saw it with Gianmaria Coccoluto before, maybe not quite getting the amount of power he wanted to, but utilizing that. And I tell you what, Luca is looking very consistent. Let's not forget, he has one of the highest scoring heats of the competition so far, just coming back from injury. And I tell you what, it looks like he is in full form. Next up, let's have a look. Manuel Suarez starting off strong, and we will see what is going to be his second trick attempt. Right foot forward, Willow.
Here we go, coming towards us on the beach right now. Big backside 7 from Mr. Manuel Suarez, coming from Brazil. That was his second trick attempt. His first one, he opened up with a big score. But let's have another look at this replay here right in front of us. He came in full speed, loaded up that pop, and got that height and extension that he was looking for. Managed to get in that second pass, landing with both hands on the bar. Super clean and controlled. I think he's going to be pretty happy with that one.
Yeah, definitely. No, that was a good move. One of the things I'm really liking, if you look at the scores, Willow, if you take Valentin Rodriguez, for example, who's going to be coming for his third trick now, that single pass of that back mode, which was really powerful, really stylish, with the quality, is almost the same score by about 1 point compared to a KGB7, which is a double pass. So judges really rewarding execution, quality versus quantity. You don't have to spin to win here. You just got to, you know, really add in the style and the groove. And there we have him going. Crow Mob 5, very nicely executed there for the Colombian.
That one, as you can see, he's on the replay here. It went toe side to tap into that toe side family. Remember, at the end, they want to score a maximum of points for that variety, which can count as a total of 7 points. So they're tapping into all the different families. Again, 3 out of the 4 heel side families count for the men. And then they can add on one of the toe side, rewinds, or combo families to get a total of 7 points. So waiting for the scores to come in. Looks like from that last trick attempt from Valentin Rodriguez, that was a 5.27 for that Crow Mob 5.
Yeah, you could see he did get the move on there, starting that and crossing the, you know, dotting the eye there with that toe side, so hitting that next family. So he already has 2 hillsides and a toe side. If he grabs a combo, a kite loop pass, or another hillside, he is going to be getting that 7-point variety score. And just look at the beans on that one. I tell you what, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, and if the kitchen is getting too hot, you have got to get out. But we have a chef, the Dominican chef in the house, Posito Martinez, is whipping up some meals here this morning.
Look at that, just pure power and force on that one, landing with so much speed. A little bit of a butt check there and a hand drag. But, you know, just seeing the pure power coming from this guy is just so impressive. Right on screen, Luca Pito looking at that score, seeing what's coming in for Posito Martinez as he is going up next for his next trick attempt. This will be his 3rd trick attempt. So far landed both of his tricks quite cleanly. Not scoring the highest of points, but definitely getting that consistency and making sure he's landing his tricks. Let's see what he's going for now. Going left foot forward, heading out towards the sandbank, looking for that speed, going for that toe side move.
Oh, Crow 5.
Crow 5 from Luca Pito over there. I thought he might have gone for a combination as we've been chatting around about this off the beach. But looks like he's just tapping into that toe side family, making sure he's mixing it up, changing it up, putting on a show for the judges, making sure to hopefully get that combination score towards the end. But next up, we'll be having Manuel Suarez once again. Coming in now, the scores for Luca Pito's last trick was a 4.87 for that Crow Mob 5 that he just did.
Yeah, no, looking like it is a nice score. You can really tell Luca has a very nice switch maneuvers. He really does get that extra pop from that toe side, and you know, really looking forward to see what he is going to do. But now, Manuel Suarez, 3rd trick attempt. Let's see as he goes up. All right. Heart attack 7 textbook, and the kite was about as low as it can get.
No, that was a huge one. As we could see just out of the window, his kite landed on the water on that one. Not crashing, but just touching it just a little bit to show the judges that this is a big and powerful move. As you can see once again on that replay, Heart attack 7 from Manuel Suarez. Full power, nicely extended, as well as that kite really touching down low on that landing.
Yeah, no, really good, really nice, and adding the extra groove in, and I'm going to tell you what, judges are liking that. He did dive the kite mid-move, so it's not like he started with the kite on the water, but to be able to get the height, to be able to perform that maneuver, you need to have a little bit of angle on that kite, but still, balls to the wall, as they would say, smashing it right out as we continue on. Heart attack 7, and I tell you what, 8.10. Manuel Suarez cruising into 1st place.
Oh, that one he's going to be stoked with, as that puts him all the way up at top right now, as that was their 3rd trick attempt. So far, he's had a really clean score, up in the top 6s and 8 for that last score. Here we go, Valentin Rodriguez on the screen. 1, 2, ooh, big backside 7 there from Valentin Rodriguez, landing it super, super cleanly. Kite nice and low, looks like powered. Hopefully we'll get a replay any second from now from Mr. Valentin Rodriguez on the blue kite.
Yeah, that was a beauty. A very, very nice backside 317. Very big move there from him. And I tell you what, we're going to have to compare that to the Heart attack 7 there from Manuel Suarez. But before we do, it looks like that man there, Posito Martinez, is going to be jumping off next. But a very nice move with a 6.90 there for that backside 7, taking Valentin into first place as he stands with a 26.53. Second position, we have Manuel with a 21.40. All right, El Tigre, Posito Martinez. Left foot forward all the way out into the lagoon. He's got the speed. He's got the power. Has he got the landing? Has he got the style? Up and over. Hinterberger 5-0. But bounces out. Unfortunately, that's going to be a crash for him.
Unfortunately, that's going to be a crash again. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the semi-finals happening right here on the screen at the moment. You know, only 2 of the riders in this heat will be going through to the finals. Out of the 4 riders, 2 will be making it through. And right now, we got Luca Pito on screen. Let's see what he's going for.
KGP blind. Really nice and inverted, that one. Luca Pito, he is throwing down. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
No, that was a big one. Nice one from Luca Pito. Not quite the heights as the other guys have been getting, but definitely getting it around, getting in that second pass, landing with the cut relatively low. I think it was a bit high on his takeoff, but you know, he's still getting the landing, still getting that consistency. Hasn't crashed the trick yet. So, you know, building it up. Looks like the scores have come in. The judges seem to have liked that one. For that KGB 5, Luca just scored a 6.27, his highest score yet for this heat, bringing him a total of 23 points. Currently sitting in second place, but we still have Manuel Suarez for his next trick attempt coming up right now on screen. Here we go, loading it up.
All right, getting the slim 7. And I just love how he lands. One of the things the judges are really going to give him scores for, you can see, equal entry speed, keeps the flow throughout the move, and equal exit speed. That is going to be a high scorer.
Definitely, you know, these judges are very particular on what they like to see out there on the water, as we have the best athletes from around the planet. So, you know, they've got to be consistent with their scoring, as we have the best people, the best females, the best men from all around the world. We have people from Brazil, Germany, Spain, Colombia, all over this entire planet right now in front of us. And on screen, once again, coming up next, Valentin Rodriguez from Colombia. Out at the back on the sandbank, on the blue kite, stretching up that arm, getting warmed up, waiting for the scores to come in for Manuel Suarez's slim 7. Looks like it was a 7.03 for Mr. Manuel Suarez coming from Brazil, pushing him up to first place. But here we go, Valentin Rodriguez. Let's see what he's going for.
Yeah, these guys are bouncing off each other. Oh, heart attack 5, but going down a little too back foot heavy and getting a butt check. That was a nice and fluid move. It is pretty much a race for first in between Manuel Suarez and Valentin Rodriguez at the moment. But don't edge out Luca Pito, because I tell you what, he's on a run. And let's not forget, Luca really uses that variety score.
Very exciting. I have a feeling his next trick attempt will be one of these combos that he's been doing in the last heats. As you know, they're coming down to their, right now, 5th trick attempt. So they only have around 3 attempts remaining. Next up, we're going to have Posito Martinez. As you can see, loading it up quite high, going for the kite loop handle pass. Just unfortunately doing a butt check, but you know, that was just so exciting to see him mixing it up. I mean, when was the last time you saw a kite loop handle pass in competition?
I don't know, but it's nostalgic moments here for me. Back in the days when I competed, those were a big thing, and it is so cool to see them come back, because I reckon they are a very cool maneuver. Even the days of like the down loop handle passes as well. Great to see with the format, guys are, I won't go to say innovating because they're old moves, but they're starting to get a bigger repertoire. We're starting to see grabs. We're starting to see rewinds. Kite loop handle passes. Great action out there on the water. Now, this is a very crucial moment for Luca, because if he starts to get this together, he could be getting himself up into that top 2 place. All right.
Oh, what a big one for Luca. Oh, I must say I'm very stoked on that last one. Very happy for him there. That was a massive, I think it was a heart attack 5, if I'm correct. Yep, there we go. As you can see on the replay, landing it blind, passing that second pass in the air, stomping it really clean, popping out of it. Very stoked. I think he's going to be very happy on that one. Next up, Manuel Suarez. Let's see what he's going to return for that one.
Yeah, no, Luca Pito there. Very nice, and even a little claim at the end of that one. Big move there for him. 6.77 for that heart attack 5. Puts him very close in between that 3rd and 2nd position. All right, Manuel. Grab backside 3. It looked like he was looking for something else. All right, he is. So going for the combo. Grab backside 3 into front 2 blind. not linking it together too quickly, kind of getting used to the combo, but still, checking that box to be able to get that variety score. But wow, that heart attack 5 from Luca, very nice. And one of the things I really like of him was clean landing out there. Good moves there from the Mauritian, as we can start and see it is going to be a battle who is going to be making their way to the finals. It's only going to be 2 men. And here we have Valentin Rodriguez.
Massive one from Val again, but just not sticking the landing on that one again. I think he was going again for that heart attack 5, as we can see on the replay here. Nice and extended. First pass, second pass, and then on the landing just seems to bounce off the water. Just not making the landing on that one. And again, that was his 6th trick attempt out of the 7. So he only has 1 trick attempt remaining. Right now, he's currently sitting at 2nd position with this 26.53 total score. But next up, Posito Martinez coming in hot right now in 4th. But let's see what he's going for. Unfortunately, just not getting the hearts on that one. Looked like it was a KGB, but kind of missed it on the camera angle there. Let's see if we can get a replay. Here we go. Looks like we're getting a replay of that last one from Mr. Posito Martinez.
Just look at the power, the amount of water he is taking off. All right, going for slim chance there from him. But yet, just still quite a small one. Just trying to get some numbers up there. 3.10 there. Posito Martinez, he is in 4th place. So basically, both Luca and Posito are going to have to push it if they want to get in. Because 2nd position, we have Valentin with a 26.53. Luca has a 23.94. His smallest move of 4.87 for that Chromo 5. And I know he can improve that. Looks like he's going left foot forward. All right. Okay, double back roll in. So he was trying the half cab into a chromo there. Didn't quite get the verticality of the flip for the double half cab. There's one pretty much just getting held up there into toe side, and then goes for the chromo.
Looks like, yeah, he just didn't manage to get that grab to like completely flip that rotation on that 2nd rotation there on that double half cab. But he did still manage to land toe side, get that execution of the trick. He did land it, but I don't think it will be the highest of scores for Luca. But they still have 1 more trick attempt, as Manuel Suarez is coming up next for his 6th trick attempt. Let's see what he's going for. I think it's going to be something big. Here we go. Popping out. Double. Oh, that looked like a heavy crash.
That was painful. I tell you what, he has killed all the little fishes in the lagoon, and the tide is a little lower after that one. That's what I call landing like a ton of bricks. Just went off a little bit there, as you can see. Got it around, going for the double Hinterberger, but when he passed it, he was off axis. He didn't keep that horizontal axis, meaning that he would have to have more time to be able to get that ball completely back underneath his center of gravity, and came down like an absolute time bomb.
But still, currently sitting in 1st place is himself, Manuel Suarez, as we saw in that last crash, still holding at 28.43. But Valentin Rodriguez, last trick attempt of the semifinals for him. Let's see. 1, 2, lands it clean, stomps it like a rock. Kite just touching the water. I think he still manages to ride out of that one, as he landed it completely in control.
He did, but the fact that he dipped that kite into the water and almost came to a standstill, that is going to cost him dearly, because you have to show complete control after the move. That was a very nice blind landing, but it looked like he took it just a little bit too far. As I can see the judges' scores, he's going to get deducted at least 2 points for that ending by the looks of it. So is that going to be enough? He's looking to improve on a 5.27 will be his lowest scoring move. And with this heart attack 5 was a 4.53. So he will have to see if he's going to get the high variation scores to be able to add it up, as he's going to end up at a 26.53. Now, Posito Martinez needs above a 7, so he pretty much needs to make a huge move if he wants to have a chance of being in the top 2 of this season. Because let's not forget, semifinals to go through to what we see that grand finale trying to get information to see if we're going to continue on as conditions, as this is the lagoon, as the water goes down. We might not be able to continue and have to continue in the afternoon, but it is great to see the action on the water.
Here we go, Posito Martinez taking off on this last trick. Looks like he's a little bit too close for a combination there. I think he wanted to tap into that combination because if I'm not mistaken, he hasn't quite gotten into that combination family yet. But as we can see a replay here from Posito Martinez, looks like heart attack. 3 from Posito Martinez right in front of us. That was his last trick attempt, only bringing in a 3.23. Not quite what he was looking for his last trick. A total of 18.72 points. Next up, Luca Pitot for his last trick attempt. What are we going to see?
Yeah, all right. Okay, going toe side. Chromo, going for a chromo into a toe side back to wrapped into another chromo. So mixing it up, almost getting the Tootsie Roll there, which would be a toe side back mobe. So here we have him. You can see switch stance, wrapping himself around, getting to the chromo, continuing in switch stance, going for the toe side back roll into wraps and then into yet another chromo. So very nice move there from Luca. Waiting to see what the combo is going to be on that. And he is for sure going to be getting top marks on the variation score. He might have pulled this off. It seems like the judges have liked that last trick there coming in for Luca. That looks like so far the scores are coming in. Not quite yet just now, but right now currently sitting second place is Mr. Valentin Rodriguez. Here we go. Manuel Suarez taking off for his last trick attempt. Big front blind mob into a backside 313. So also getting in that combination. Let's see what he's going to get out of that for that last score. For that combination coming in here, another replay from Manuel Suarez. Yeah, getting a little bit of a tail tap there. Then very high kited backside free. Way prefer the ones that we're seeing from Luca. This is the one thing with the combos. One thing is to combo and kind of hop, skip, and jump moves together. Another thing is to have that kite right where you want it and continuing as soon as you land, go into it. Probably the two best combos we've seen out there at the moment are from Luca and from Posito Martinez when he did also pass them from one hand to the other. Luca Pitot, at the moment, we already saw him. The judges really like that last move. So he is going to get high marks on the variation score, as is Valentin Rodriguez and as is Posito Martinez. So just waiting for that to be confirmed. But I think we are going to have to see. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the first big upset of the combination, adding in the variation out there. First position going into the final is going to be Valentin Rodriguez. And in second position by 0.63, your boy, what's his name, Willow?
Mr. Luca Pitot, coming from Mauritius, currently made it to second place. That's pushing him into the finals. I think that's one of his first finals in a very long time. I think he's very happy with that. I spoke to him earlier during the competition. He wasn't quite expecting that kind of result. He was really happy to already be in the semis. But I think he's very excited right now. I don't know if even they know yet, so we'll see them come back to the beach very soon. But currently, as it stands, Valentin Rodriguez heading through to the finals. Luca Pitot in second, following him into the finals. And then in third place, Manuel Suarez. And in fourth, Posito Martinez, as you can see on screen from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely great. There we can see mixing it up. Congratulations to both of those athletes. And now let's check the highlights from that last heat.
That's right, our two finalists here standing beside me. Boys, great heat there, both of you managing to get the maximum variety score, which ultimately has really pushed and changed things up a little bit. Valentin, we'll start with you. Just how did you find that heat out there? Sometimes you looked a little bit frustrated, but then you managed to get the tricks that you needed to get that full variety score.
Yeah, I had a good heat. I felt, I did all my tricks. I didn't crash. I barely crashed. I just butt checked some hard like 5. But yeah, super stoked with my heat. I managed to put the variety score with the Chromo 5. And yeah, pretty stoked. I was a bit frustrated with some tricks. For me, it felt like they didn't score as they should. But still, I got the win in this heat, so pretty stoked. That's all that matters. And hopefully in the final they can put the scores I feel I deserve.
Well, yeah, not me, but it's all good. But Luca as well, great heat there. You were sort of battling second, third, and then the combo score that you did there really did shake things up. And you've been one of those riders that's been pushing those combos, especially.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super happy. It's my first ever final on a GKA event, so super stoked to be against Vali, and let's see now who will join. And yeah, I mean, I joined this year with a new format, which seems to be to my advantage, or I seem to enjoy. The combo saved me in this heat, and yeah, I'm excited to see hopefully a good final first. Conditions are epic right now, and see what goes on next.
Well, let's go and jump towards the action, because like you said, there's an epic heat going on. Good luck in the final, and let's go and catch this action.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liam. All right, back in action, starting off strong. Backside at 3-1-7 there. Juan Rodriguez, as we're already in there. Carlos Mario is in first position, and now coming in second, Juan Rodriguez. Next up, we have the current world number 1, Gianmaria Coccoluto, to be going for his first trick maneuver. These are the players. Carlos Mario, Karim Marwood, Juan Rodriguez, Gianmaria Coccoluto, semi-final number 2 on the water, Willow.
Ooh, exciting times. Here we go. Gianmaria captured on screen right now for his first trick attempt of the semi-finals. Is it going to be a front blind mob? We'll see right now as he's got speed loading up. Here we go.
All right.
Nice big one from him. I think not quite the inversion that he was looking for. As we can see on the replay, was almost a bit more like an S-bend pass. Not quite that invertedness like he normally gets on that front blind mode. But we'll see, as that's just his first trick attempt. And I'm sure he's going to pull in some bangers on this heat coming up right now.
Yeah, you could see going, like you say, normally starts with the front blind, but going more for a heart attack there on that one. All right, Carlos Mario Bebe, multiple-time world champion. He is the instigator, the man that, together with Aaron Hadlow, brought the double handle pass movement to where it is today, as he was the guy that actually made passing the bar, instead of twisting your hand, twisting the other way so they can keep that kite down. This guy knows what he's doing. He has competition savvy coming out of his veins, and he is very used to these conditions. So let's not forget, because he lives over there in Kumbuko in the lagoon of Kawipe, which is also one of the most famous freestyle locations of all time. And it looks like now he is going to be going left foot forward. As we can see, it is continuing on. What are we going to have from him? His slims there, his 3-1-3s are there. All right, going for Hinterberger 7 picture perfect.
Textbook style as usual, none other but Carlos Mario, like again Joe just said, multiple-time world champion. Here we go, passing it there, double Hinterberger 7, sorry about that. Hinterberger 7 from Carlos Mario. That was a massive one, gonna put it on the scores there for him. And here we go, 7.40 coming in for Carlos Mario's last trick. Right now, we're gonna have Karim Mahmoud from Egypt going for his second trick attempt. Let's see what he's got for us right now.
All right, here we have Karim going up. All right, going for backside 3-1-7, but missing the bar, unfortunately, there on that one. So that is going to be a crash for him. That is 2 crashes, just trying to get his groove on and get loose out here. Karim Mahmoud coming out of injury. Great to see him back on the water. Has such a good style. Had a beauty of a KGB 5 there in the day number 2 of competition. We know he's a force to be reckoned with. But now I'm going to say one of my favorite men for the competition and for the season is this man here, Juan Rodriguez. Heart attack 5, calm, cool and collected. Kite was slightly higher though, Willow.
No, yeah, that was a Nice big one from Juan there, opening it up very nicely. Started with the 6.17. This one's looking to not be as big as that kite. Did have a little bit of height on it, but we'll see what the judges think about that one in just a few minutes. Next up, once again, Gianmaria Coccoluto coming from Italy. Out at the back there, as you can see on screen. Let's see if he'll go for that front blind mob again, just to get it dialed in. What do you think, Joe?
I don't know. He's mixing it up, and he is unusually in third position at the moment. He's still trying to get his groove on, trying to get all of his pistons firing, but here he is going out. Okay, backside 3-1-5. And popping it out, adding a little bit of style to that one, showing full control of both his kite, his landing. And I will say it, the blind landings from Gianmaria Coccoluto, I love them because he just wraps himself in there and he's compact. He stomps it. Great move for him. But he is now kind of playing it safe. We still haven't seen the fire that we used to seeing from him.
Yeah, we're going to see. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring it out as they're only on their second trick attempt, going into their third right now. Stomping for that last backside 3-1-5 from Gianmaria was a 6-0-0, so a 6.4 that backside 3-1-5. Let's see what we're going to have next. Replying from Carlos Maria, replying to Gianmaria's last trick. Are we going to see a backside 3-1-7 or frontside 3-1-7? Let's see.
Yeah, he's just waiting. I mean, Carlos Mario, he's comfortably in first position at the moment. He is chilling and just getting ready to be able to go for that trick attempt. And one of the things I love with Carlos, he always seems so relaxed. I don't think I've ever seen a stressful moment from him.
No, it's amazing to see Carlos Maria, obviously over the years growing up, watching him pioneer the ways of freestyle, like you were saying, Joe, together with Aaron Hadlow, pulling in those doubles, those double handle passes, those triple handle passes. And now let's see what he's got for us right now in front. Third trick attempt for the semifinals. Big front blind mob, landing a kite nice and low, almost taking out the crowds on the beach there, I can see. But here we go. Here's a replay. Carlos Maria, front blind, very inverted, throwing his legs out, passing it super cleanly. I think that's a textbook style once again from Carlos Maria.
Yeah, a beauty, and the kite angle on that one, like you said, making sure, and he's just checking if everybody's had their coffee this morning, see if those reflexes are, nice and snappy. But yeah, absolute beauty there from Carlos Mario, and getting the kudos and the shakas and the smiles from our judges. 5.50 up on the cards, first position. Now let's see if Kimo, he has crashed his first two maneuvers. Let's see if he can start to get into a groove. Let's not forget, 4 moves count, 7 trick attempts. All right, there he's going for, rewind with a butt check. But very nice, meaning he's already touched one of the other categories that we don't often see. Really love how he tweaks that out. Such a shame he got a butt check on that one, mixing it up here in Qatar.
Yes, once again, Joe, like going for all those different combinations, as we'll be having a total variety score at the end, depending if the riders tap into each and every one of those individual families. 3 out of the 4 heel side families count, plus one of the toe side, rewind, combo, or kite loop families. So we've really changed it up. The judges have a new judging criteria. The riders have to put on a little bit different performance compared to what they used to. As we've seen, Posito Martinez with kite loop handle passes. What are we going to see right now from Juan Rodriguez heading out, left foot forward. Here we go. Ooh, just not sticking the landing on that one. That was a big one there from him. Kite was nice and low. He was fully extended, as you see on the replay, passing the bar, but just not making the landing. Unfortunately, that's going to count as a crash for him on that one. He's still sitting with a 6.17 for his first trick and a 4.90. But here we go, Gianmaria Coccoluto, front blind. I think he's going for a combo. Just not getting the speed that he needed, I think.
Yeah, you could see as he went toe side on that one, that turns into a chromo with that front rotation to blind. So very nice move there from him. Like you said, it did look like he was going for the combination, but decided against it. So he's trying to tick those boxes. So Gianmaria Coccoluto currently in second place so far. 3 tricks for each one of these athletes, 4 to go. Next up will be Carlos Mario, who is entering the competition area on the bottom left-hand corner. There we can see Juan Rodriguez just coming onto the screen as we continue on out there on the water. And there we can see Carlos Mario just missing and crashing out on that maneuver. Next up will be Kimo Karim Mudmut, who is all the way over right next to the FKB sign on the other side of the shore.
Here we go, Karim Mahmoud on the blue Vegas. Here we go, on screen right now, coming straight towards us, towards the beach. Let's see what he's going for. He looks powered, he looks loaded. Here we go. Let's see what he's got.
Very nice. Backside 317. Butt checked it again, but he got a good extension on the Rayleigh.
Now, that was a very nice one from him, as we'll see here on the replay what that backside 7 was like. He looked fully powered, looked fully loaded. Here we go.
There's the extension. Not too bad. Keeps it horizontal. Back foot heady, so the arse goes in the water.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just didn't manage to bring his weight over himself on there on the landing. You know, that center of gravity really needs to be over your board so that you can have a clean and smooth landing. Otherwise, what happens is either you tend to butt check or you tend to like pop and bounce straight off the water. But next up, Juan Rodriguez coming towards us right now, right foot forward. Looks like a lot of these guys prefer going right foot forward right now today. Here we go.
All right, going toe side as well. Into a chromo 5, back to a front to blind. Nice combination there for Juan Rodriguez. And I saw some white teeth, meaning he is happy. There's a smile on the water.
No, definitely he's going to be stoked with that one. He had nice execution, as you can see on the replay here. That chromo lands it very nice and smooth, straight into a front blind. Looks like the kite was relatively low, grabbed it in the air, landed very nice and clean. Let's see what the judges think about that one. But next up, Gianmaria Coccoluto, last year's world champion. He's going to have to put on his big boy pants now and throw us a big score. Here we go.
All right, going up, Stalefish, KGB 5. That's more like it, Gianmaria. That's the Italian stallion that we know. Very nice. KGB Stalefish grab to blind and get in the height and get in the speed. This is what we're more used to, so it definitely looks like the cobwebs are out. They are washed off, and he is back in action. Just look, stomps it, holds it together. Good move there from Gianmaria Coccoluto, and I reckon he's going to be moving through into first position after that one. Yep, there it is. Gianmaria Coccoluto in first position after 4 trick attempts for each athlete. Next up, Carlos Mario, that man there on your screen.
One thing I must say that I love about Carlos is that he always seems to have a smile on his face. He's always happy. He's super positive. And he's basically like one of the pioneers for Brazilian kiteboarding, you know, as he's been representing Brazil on tour for a very long time. Here we go. Another big trick attempt. Let's see what he's got.
Double half cab into, no, just going for the double half cab. You can see, like you said, he would actually manage to get the grab. If you get that grab, you can really rotate it around. Nice maneuver there. I wonder if he was going to be going for the double half cab mob, though.
I think that's what he was looking for. It seemed like he just didn't have the height that he was needing. Once he did that second flip, that second rotation, he threw back his head and then just looked like he was too close to the water to go for that pass. As we can see, he wanted to stay consistent. He's landed almost every trick so far. 4 out of the last 5 tricks he's landed. So we'll see what his score comes in for that last trick.
Yeah, let's see. Very, very nice move. A 6.30 there for that last move from Carlos Mario. And now Karim Mahmoud needs to do damage control. He has 3 more trick attempts to go, plus let's not forget that variation score. He can't miss a beat if he wants to have a chance of going through to the final.
Yeah, let's see what he's going to go for right here in front of us. Hopefully he manages to stick the landing cleanly on this next one. As you see right in front of us right now, going big, going tall, and he stomps that landing here. He's ready to play with the big dogs here. He's bringing it in, as we can see here on the replay. A massive one from him.
Yes, boy. That is what we're talking about. Look how he compacts that landing. That is what I call commitment. A big, big move there from Karim Mahmoud. There for that nice KGB 5. Perfectly landed. Great move there for him. Let's have a look at the score graphic up on the screen to see how they are doing. So we have Carlos Mario first, Gianmaria second, Juan Rodriguez, who has the Star Wars spaceship droning him away, also going for a clean KGB to blind, and his leash has got caught up, but even so, he's been able to control it. I tell you what, hats off to him. That is how ready they are and how incomplete, you know, they know exactly what's happening as he has landed that, goes to pass the bar and has noticed that the leash is wrapped around him. So great move there from Juan Rodriguez.
It was pretty insane. Impressive to see how much control, how much style these guys have. And even when things go slightly wrong, he still stumped the landing. Bar was stuck behind his back, no hands on the bar. Still managed to ride out of it. But here we go. Gianmaria once again for his 5th trick attempt. Let's see what he's going for.
All right, up and over. Backside 3-1, 3 into front. Blind mob. Gianmaria Coccoluto. Checking boxes now.
Exactly.
Variety score.
Touching into those combos, you know, it all counts at the end of the day. When you want to get that high score, you can get a total of a max 40 points of your 4 trick attempts, plus that variety score, which could be a total of 7. So they want to maximize as close as possible to that maximum score of 47. Right now, currently sitting with 23.27, mixing it up with that combo now, coming in, the scores are just beginning to drop, bringing him into 2nd place, as you can see on the screen, a 24.24 total score for him. Still happy, I think, with the 2nd place, as that will bring him through to the finals. Let's see what Carlos has for us right now on screen.
Yeah, because Carlos, he already has a mob and a 3 hillside maneuvers. Hinterberger 3 into a 3-1, 3 into a Hinterberger 5. Okay, he's going to continue this into a toe side pop to blind. I'm going to lose breath out on this one, Carlos. Multiple combinations out there, very nice. But smaller moves and just linking it together. But again, not going to be the biggest score on the score of the combo, but he does touch that box, meaning that he is probably going to get that 7-point variation score if he's done either 3 hillside tricks or 2 hillsides and another family, which is what it is. So again, using the rule book towards him, strategy, good moves out there on the water.
Definitely good combination from him there. As Joe said, you know, you want to tap into all those different families to make sure you get that total of 7 points, as that can play a big role, as we just saw in that first semi-final heat, pushing Luca from 3rd place all the way into 2nd, just because of that combination score. So as you can see, we got riders like Carlos and a few of them starting to take advantage of that now, as they see that it's playing a big role for the judges as well as for their final scores.
Yeah, so next up is going to be Karim. You can see him all the way out there. And as we said, he has done damage control with that KGB. He needs to land 2 big moves if he wants to have a chance. 2 big moves, as he is about 10 points out of the other guys. So he needs 2 big whammers if he wants to be able to have a chance of making it to that grand final. Here he comes. All right, up and over, heart attack with a grab or a tap, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was a massive one. He landed with a lot of speed. Looks like a little bit of a butt check, but here we can see the replay. No grab, unfortunately. Sticking the landing, just not getting... Oh, he got a little bit of a butt check, not quite sticking it as clean as that KGB 5. But let's see what the scores come in for that one. Like Joe said, he needs to stomp some big tricks now. That pushed him up to 3rd place so far, it seems, but he still needs quite a few points to advance into 2nd.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like Juan Rodriguez is going to be going left foot forward. There he goes. All right, Juan dropping in. Going for Slim 7. Holding it together. Not the best landing. Managing to keep himself without getting the butt check. But obviously scores are going to be deducted. You can see it almost popping out there. But yet again, he is in 4th at the moment. He needs to start to get a groove on if he wants to have a chance of making it through to the final, as he is just waiting for that score. Next up, Gianmaria Coccoluto. As we can see, let's go full screen to see him out there on the water.
Yeah, this is coming down to the final trick attempts. This is Gianmaria's 6th trick attempt right now coming in. He doesn't have the highest of scores. He's got a 4.80 and a 4.90 that I think he's looking to top. So let's see what he's going to go for right now for his 6th trick attempt right in front of us. Going powered, going big.
Oh, double grab, front blind move. Tail grab to nose grab there from Gianmaria Coccoluto. Let's see the replay of that one, Willow, as you can see he has the speed starting to get loose, up and over. There's the tail, wraps it around, has a little tap on the nose as he comes around, front roll with a backside three, or, you know, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. The eggs are in the basket, and he is going home. Very nice maneuver, as he is probably going to be moving into first place, but it is a battle. The gloves are off in between him and Carlos Mario at the moment in the semi-final number 2.
No, that was a nice one from Gianmaria over there. I think he's going to be happy with that score, as that's the trick he's been looking for quite some time now. As we said, that's normally his opening trick. Unfortunately, just didn't get the inversion. But here we go, Carlos Mario with the chromobe here just in front of us, tapping into that toe side family. Again, looking for that variety points to make sure that when he finishes this heat, you know, he gets that that total variation.
All right, yeah, there we can see Carlos Mario coming in after that maneuver as he has done his 7 trick attempts. So he is going to be at 25.87. Next up is going to be Karim. So what has Karim got to do? He has to get a miracle, basically, if he wants to be able to go through, because he needs to hit 25.87 if he wants to equal them out on point scores to then go to the variety. So pretty much balls to the walls, all guns blazing for the Egyptian right now.
Let's see what he's got for his last trick attempt here at the semi-finals at the Visit Qatar GKA Kite Freestyle World Cup. Here we go. Karim Mahmoud taking off. Nice big rewind there from Karim Mahmoud. He even had a little claim there at the end. Nice one from there. I'm sure he's going to be stoked with that 3-1-3 rewind with a grab. Managing to stick the landing clean. Kite slightly high, but still managed to tap into that rewind family, which I think he's going to be stoked about.
Yeah, absolutely. A beauty one there. Adding some style, adding some steez out there on the water. Chemo really throwing down, waiting for the score to come in, waiting for that to be confirmed. Next up, Juan Rodriguez, who is in third. So Juan has a decent possibility to be able to get in to this final. He needs to improve. His lowest score is a 4.00. Let's see if he can improve on that one as we move through. All right, right foot forward. Juan Rodriguez goes for rewind, but crashes out. That is going to be a crash for him. So unfortunately, I don't think he is going to be able to make it into the final. Variety score still to drop, but he is a long way away.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not sticking that landing. I mean, he could have got that combination, that variety score at the end with this rewind, as he did touch that family, which he hasn't seemed to have touched yet. But unfortunately, that will be counting as a crash, and it's going to be a tricky one to make it through now, as Gianmaria is coming up with his final and last trick attempt here at the semi-finals, going for that toe side. Looks like a chromobe. Oh, big chromobe 5 there from Gianmaria Coccoluto. Think he's going to be happy with that one, as again he touched that toe side family. Seems like he's here we go, to replay actually. One landing it with both hands on the bar. Nice one for Gianmaria. As you can see, he lands with style, he lands with steez. Definitely going to be happy with that one. So that brings us semi-finals as a wrap, as he was the last one to do his trick attempt. Still waiting for the final results to come in. So yeah, Joe, how did you think about that heat? What are your thoughts? Tell me what you're thinking.
It was a very good heat, but I am going to say it looks like everybody's playing it safe at the moment. They're getting used to the new format, obviously getting used to being able to hit those combos, hit those toe sides, and hit those rewinds to be able to get those top scores. You can see, and everybody is playing it a little easy. I'm still waiting to see some of the big moves. Really like the performance of Chemo out there. That KGB to blind, a beauty. Great to see him back in action here after coming off of an injury. So now we are seeing variety scores starting to drop. So Carlos Mario will end up at 29.87. Karim 26.77. And now the magic moment. Let's see. It is going to be Juan Rodriguez is going to have a 27.84. And Gianmaria Coccoluto is going to have a 34.54. So advancing through to the final, we are going to be having Gianmaria Coccoluto in first position. And in second position, Carlos Mario Bebe. What a heat. What a semi-final number 2. Let's check out the best moves and the highlight of that last semi. And welcome back, everybody, as we just saw there that semi-final number 2, Willow. And I tell you what, that was an absolute blazer.
That was heated for sure. Everyone was putting it on the line there to make it through to the semi-finals, to the finals, sorry about that. But Ooh, it was exciting, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, really good to see. We're seeing new moves. We're seeing everybody definitely looks like they're getting loose. The engines are firing. The pistons are going up, down, left, right, and center. And it is great to see. And making their way through to the grand finale, we're going to go down to the beach with Liam because he is with Gianmaria Coccoluto. And he is the winner. And also Carlos Mario, baby.
Hablando.
So here we are with Gianmaria Coccoluto, the heat winner. Gianmaria, you're looking a little bit more comfortable out there, especially on that second heat. That's your second heat of the day. You're now through to the final. You are the current world champ, so all these athletes, they're chasing you. Do you like being at the top and retaining that title?
Well, the first heat, the wind was a bit light, and then it was super early morning, so it was a bit sketchy. But the second heat, the wind picked up a bit, condition, the water is more flat than before, so I managed to do some good tricks and made it to the final again, ready.
Well, look, we can't wait to see you in the final, and joining us as well now, Carlos Mario. Carlos, through to your final, the first final for you of the year, obviously first event here in Qatar. Talk us through that one. It was a bit of a battle. It was up and down, but you looked to really be getting in your groove out there.
Yeah, I'm so happy. That was my hit. The condition was perfect, super flat. The wind is so good. Yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you recover, get your breath, and there we have it. I mean, riders are loving the conditions out here. We're currently on standby now, but look at it. We're out here, the sun is shining, and Qatar is delivering. Can't wait to see what we have next.
Oh, well, there they are. Those are the two boys that have made it through. Congratulations, Gianmaria Coccoluto and Carlos Mario Bebe. I tell you what a final we are going to have. Let's have a little look at the heat graphic of what has happened out there on the water, because there are some big names, and what a way to end it. So, semi-finals, we can see Valentin Rodriguez with a 33.53. Luca Pitor, your boy in action, is going to be making it through into the final as well. Just edging out Manuel Suarez, and Posito Martinez just unfortunately missed those last moves, but has put a solid performance on in this event.
Yeah, that was an amazing first semi-final heat there, and then in the second semi-final heat, we had Gianmaria taking the win with a 34.54, which was a massive score, probably the highest scoring heat so far, and then followed by Carlos Mario, who will be following him into the finals with a 29.87, Juan Rodriguez in third, and Karim Mahmoud in fourth. Unfortunately, also just not making the landings out there, but an exciting semi-finals. This finals is going to be a big one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Valentin Rodriguez, Luca Pitor, Gianmaria Coccoluto, and Carlos Mario Bebe, that is going to be the final of the men. That is going to be coming up very shortly, but at the moment we are now, the competition is going on standby. Unfortunately, the water level of the lagoon is a little bit low, so we're going to be waiting for that to come back, and then we are going to have both our grand finales here at the Fuwairit Kite Beach Resort. This is day number 4 of competition for the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Cup. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. So a little bit of patience, a little bit of standby, as competition will be getting back into action as soon as we just have a little bit more water. I'm Josie Ashton. Willow, thank you very much for being with us here in the booth.
Thank you for having me. So good to be a part of the team. Make sure you guys stay tuned, as we got big action coming your way.
And yeah, thank you very much, everybody, as we're just going to take a little break. Stay with us, stay tuned. Action here for the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle-Kite World Tour.
go in the world, one airline goes further to make it feel exceptional. Qatar Airways, going places together.
Welcome everybody to the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour.
Inside the water, like everybody wanna win. It's gonna be a good show.
We now have like the best showcase.
I'm here to win.
For me, freestyle is everything in my life.
Pressure is a privilege, brings out the best in us.
The level can fully be shown when the conditions are perfect.
It's time to show it.
Let's get it.
Who are going to be our new world champions?
beach.